My name is Cheng Jing, a current graduate student at Gabelli School of Business, majoring in business analytics. And before this program, I majored in telecommunication engineering. I'm from Shanghai, so right now I'm studying in New York. After my undergrad, I established a startup company with my friends. We built technical reading rooms for Middle West Chinese middle schools. And that is actually one of the reasons that led me to here studying business, because I learned it the hard way that, business rules is very important when it comes to the real world applications. I studied in engineering about how things work, but in Gabelli School of Business, I studied how business works, like how it should perform, and also what kind of skills you should get when you are in a successful business. In this program, we have a lot of practical course, I say. Basically, it's about all the skill sets required in data-inspiring roles. For example, business intelligence analyst or data analyst. So by far, I think the most challenging and funny course is blockchain tech and application development. Well, you have to learn from 0 to 1 how a blockchain works, and you have to write your own smart contract and find a real world case that you can use those techniques on. And during my study here, it's during the pandemic. So actually I choose to develop a fundraising program platform based on blockchain, and we actually try to use it to raise funds and donate masks to a hospital in China. I think it was during July. Yeah. The faculty is very helpful. Actually, Professor Chiang, he's very helpful in terms of technical issues. And he actually led us through the whole process about how to, design the business process, how to re-engineering it. And, Professor Chang was worked in a consulting firm before he was a professor. So he actually has a lot of experience in that area. And we have no experiences in developing software, but he led us through the whole process so that we can actually, go through the software development process. I think 80% of the curriculum is for the data-driven business role. So this program provides everything you need to succeed as a data analyst or business intelligence analyst. But if you want to pursue more knowledge, you can always go to the faculty and help with their faculty researches. And you can learn even more advanced technologies, such as reinforcement learning, game theory, that are not included in the current curriculum. And that's what I've been doing right now. And I worked as a research assistant for 2 professors. So I think it's very helpful if you want to learn more about just the business tools and technical things, and actually dig into the background about how you can improve the algorithms and, shape your own career goals, something like that. After my startup project, after undergrad, I conducted a road trip from Shanghai to South Africa. We actually bought a minivan, and then we drove from Shanghai to South Africa using 6 months. And we crossed 34 countries, 3 continents. And this trip actually helped me especially to, see the world about the real world, those Africans, West Africans they are living in, or all the religions and cultures. It made me want to pursue a more diverse environment. And I think New York is one of the best choices right here. And also New York is just like Shanghai, I think, because, they're all big cities. People, they all give you enough spaces for your own stuff. but also they care so much. I think is part of the culture that I want to be in right now. I think there were two main reasons that considered in my decision for Fordham. The first one is location, of course. And Gabelli School of Business locates in right in the middle of Manhattan and near the Lincoln Center of Performing Arts. So it means that you can reach out to many large firms within 50 minutes of commute. And also there are a lot of restaurants, bars, cafes near here, which means that you can always arrange a coffee chat easier than most of other options here, and with potential employers and alumni. And the second one is actually about the curriculum and the faculty research, which I have been talking before. So we have many practical courses here, and also you can always engage yourself in faculty research to pursue more technical courses and knowledge. I think that's the main reasons why I chose Fordham. I think that the living experience here in New York is never a thing that you can know before you get here. Like when you go to a potential employer, you take the subway and you can see a lot of performers here in the subway. That is actually one of the unique things you have to experience here. And also, I think one of the unique part in New York is that you can have all kinds of food all around the world. So if I want to eat some Chinese food, it's always within like 50 minutes of commute. It's amazing. Like I've learned here. Yeah. I think last year, the Thanksgiving parade, they really have a large group of cars and all the performers right across our campus, I think, 2 blocks away. So it's part of the life here. And my year is actually a little bit special because it's during the pandemic. So my experience is a little bit special, but still you can have many things to do around here. And, I think 2 months ago, people every day, like 7 p.m., they chanted in the balcony of their apartment and just yelling cheers for the medical workers. It's also a kind of experience here. Yeah. I think, New York is one of the places that doesn't judge people at all. Everybody have a life here, and all you need to do is to focus on your own stuff and to excel in the study, excel in the interview, and all that stuff, and you will live a very good life here. Because students in our program come from a lot of backgrounds, some of them don't know programming language at all. And some students like me, we have a little bit backgrounds in the similar area. So I think in the first 2 months, in the first semester, our program director, he will really push everyone to learn the technical stuff so that we can proceed in the second semester when we get to know like big data analytics, text analytics, something, and even machine learning and deep learning. So I think the first semester, potential students, prospective students, they are here, they will learn a lot of technical stuff, and they have to work very hard to catch up with the curriculum. And the second semester, you have the opportunity to work as a graduate assistant and actually founding your life here. And you can apply for graduate assistantship and research assistantship, actually. So in second semester, you can actually build the actual working skills that you need to work in the real business world as a data analyst. And I think the third semester, we are encouraged to do internships so that in third semester, we only have one online course and you can have plenty of times whatever you want to do, but you can always have a lot of workshops, industry panels, and internships right around the campus. I think it's great. I think that's it. And then you will proceed to the actual business scenarios. Yeah. Our program director, he and all other faculty members, they all emphasize on group projects. They all emphasize all the technical or interpersonal skills needed as a data analyst. So all of us had to do presentations, single one of us. And we have a lot of group projects in all courses, actually. So I'd say it's pretty comprehensive, all the courses material, so that not only you should actually build the models by yourself, carry out the analysis by yourself, but also you have the opportunity to do presentations, and is a very big part in the grading criteria. Our program actually has a holistic approach to assess all the students' skills in terms of presentation and technical skill wise, and or sorts of other skills. First of all, it is very expensive here to live in New York, and but luckily our program provides many scholarships, fellowships, and graduate assistantship. Actually, I paid $45,000 for all the tuition, but $15,000 of it are covered by scholarships. So I think it's a pretty good thing. And also, I think in the second semester, I worked as a graduate assistant and also a research assistant. So I think you can cover that, cover your tuition with that for maybe $6,000, $7,000. Take all of that into consideration. I think you can only pay 50% of the tuition. So that's a huge gain here. So I think it's pretty affordable, and always the public transportation here is very convenient. So you can always choose to live a little bit farther than to the campus, so that the rent will be way lower. But also you can still enjoy the public resource, so that won't be a problem here. No. This program is a STEM-based program, which means that you have 3 years OPT you can use as a professional worker in the relative area. And in those 3 years, you have chances to apply for H-1B visa. So that's a good thing. I think most of the students will have the chances to work here after graduated, but right now it's pretty competitive. So I cannot say anything on their behalf, but I plan to work as a data analyst after my graduation here for at least 2 or 3 years. Then I would think about proceed to my career, or go back to China, or maybe work here still, because I might get the H-1B visa.